Welcome. I am the one who feels fortunate to be able to sit with you in community-led meditation. I am much in need of kind of being flooded with that waterfall of energy that Lama Rod talks about that overflows into the community. So Lama Rod has often said in my presence that we should drink as we pour. And so I am definitely drinking with you tonight as I pour. And I may have shared previously that I show up for these fully expecting Medicine Buddha to give you what you seek. And it's not, I know it's not me. And so I let go of the responsibility of having to, have a worthy offering. I trust that Medicine Buddha will provide. And I say that, but this was the first time I selected music. And while the music was playing, I was projecting that you were judging the music. and I was like, okay, the music is as much a part of what Medicine Buddha offered tonight as anything I say. So why have I got this attachment to what you think of the music? So I was doing my work while we were listening to the music of kind of letting go of attachment. Attachment is such a subtle and sneaky process that I catch myself, often in it, and then wondering, well, why and where did this come from? So I'm starting the sit today with just offering that reflection, for your, benefit or use, and to maybe see if that's something that you might experience and be able to make use of that self-inquiry. The first selection was, from the Ohio Players, and that was the one I was most concerned about you judging. But that melody from the chorus has just been in my mind all week, and so I almost never select music for these sets, and I thought I would try it this week, and so that one stuck with me. And then with the passing of Auntie Bernice Reagan from Sweet Honey in the Rock, I wanted to just have a remembrance of her and an honoring of her, and a acknowledgement of the wonderful gift she has been to the freedom-seeking community, and so I just want to speak her name into the space this evening. So as we always do, I'm going to talk just a few more minutes because we played music for part of the time that I would normally be talking, to give people who are joining late a chance to join. What's been coming up for me in practice is the attachment, and also my, until now, sometimes unconscious habit of projecting opinions onto other people, like mind reading, thinking that I know what people are thinking. And I never do. And okay, sometimes I don't even know what I'm thinking. So there's just no way I have any idea what anybody else is thinking. And yet I act as if I do. And that's a habit that's so insidious that I'm glad to be aware of it in some ways, and then I have some shame around just how much I do it. But the first step in change is becoming aware of the problem. So I'm becoming aware of just how often like with the music, project opinions onto other people. Um, I also want to talk about the need for self-care. Self-care in our culture gets a bad, or I think we've distorted it. Okay, we probably just monetized it like we do everything in capitalism. So self-care has become synonymous with getting pedicures, manicures, and massages and going to spas. But the true self-care is care of every part of the self. Most deeply, your soul care. What does my soul need? And from several sources, I have received the message this week that in the morning when I wake up, it's important that I ask myself what I need today. What do I need to be free? What do I need to be happy? What do I need to be satisfied in my life? Because that happy word is loaded too. We happy as a moving target. I'm if I don't have a car, I'm happy when I get a car. When I get a car, I'm not happy for long. I want a better car, a bigger car, a newer car, a blue car, whatever. So, that again, our culture has a dysfunctional, view of what happiness is. So I've started asking myself, um, you know, what brings me joy, what brings me peace, what brings me satisfaction, and setting an intention for the day that I'm going to do the things that bring me peace first and foremost, freedom, love, and joy. And one of the reasons that I appreciate this space so much is that in this space, I am always not met with love and invited to love. And I want to share that invitation to you to love and to receive love in this space. And the first way we're going to do that is to be fully present. And so, as Lama Rod says, let the earth take care of us. The earth in the form of the chair you're sitting on, the floor you may be sitting on, the bed you may be reclining on, whatever is holding your body in physical space, whatever is keeping you from just dropping down to the center of the earth, we're going to call that earth. And the earth wants to take care of us. The nature is here to relate to us. And when we engage with nature and let it do its thing, we let earth do its earthing, then that is a satisfactory experience for both of us. The earth enjoys supporting us and holding us, and we enjoy being held and supported. And I was never taught that anyone or anything appreciated taking care of me. Yeah, I was taught that, it's a hard world. You got to take care of yourself. You got to look out for yourself. And that has done me a disservice in many ways. I'm definitely, aggressively self-protective, but I've also missed opportunities to receive. And so I'm going to invite you to take the next 40 minutes and be fully present with yourself. And start by noticing, what does your body need physically to be comfortable? And do that. And if it means you disappear off camera to go get some pillows or, figure out how to move your laptop to your bed or to a sofa, do what you need. And it may be something as simple as, do you want to take your shoes off? For we women, do you want to take your bra off? You can turn your camera off and do that. Well, you may want to leave your camera on and do that. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Yeah, if you're okay with it. So, but what does your body need right now? And I'm just going to take a few deep breaths and offer the opportunity for you to do that with me. Three deep breaths to give myself time to answer that question and to make those adjustments. So breathe with me. And I'm not going to count through them or anything. I'm going to just take a few seconds and breathe myself and let you breathe at your own pace and listen to your own body. And if you need to tune me out and just stay with that practice, feel free. I'm not offended at all. I probably won't even know. You'll just be sitting there. I don't know whether you're listening or not. You can even mute me and I won't know. So take care of yourself. And next, I'm going to ask you something a little more challenging. What do I need to feel emotionally secure and peaceful in this moment? What does my heart and soul need to have an emotional experience of okayness right here and right now? And again, I'm going to offer you a period of silence to breathe into that question and listen to the answer. And as with everything I do, if you need more time with the practice, just stay with that. But I'm going to move on to our mental realm. Thoughts arise continuously. The mind is a thinking machine. You can't stop your thoughts. But for the period that we're together, let's just notice and let them drift away. There are a couple of images you can use. If you're a water person, you may imagine them just floating by in a gentle stream. If you're more of an air person, let them float up like balloons or clouds. We fire people have a more difficult time, but just, let them be sparks like fireworks and just shower down and disappear into darkness. And if you're an earth person, you should probably be teaching me how to do this, but just let them sink into Mother Earth. And again, we're going to take some time, but before I do my breathing, I'm going to say one more thing about that, which is as soon as you stop doing this practice, you're going to have more thoughts. So just continue to visit this throughout this practice session, but also throughout your day. If you're trying to focus on something and you're having intrusive thoughts, go back to this practice and let them dissipate in the way that's most comfortable for you. And so I breathe. And we haven't done our invocation for Medicine Buddha yet, but Medicine Buddha is always, always, always present with us. So I'm going to invite you to ask your spirit what it needs now and ask Medicine Buddha to meet that need. So, what do you need to be spiritually at peace and satisfied right here and right now? Because as Lama Rod has been trying to teach us, right here and right now is the only time we have. We cannot get free yesterday. We cannot get free in 15 minutes. We can only get free right here in this moment. So breathing, what do we need to be free, safe, peaceful, and loved right now? And you may have noticed that I kept adding words to, um, to the experience I want in the moment. And I do that all the time when I'm praying. I'm like, while I've got you here, Medicine Buddha, come on in, give me more, give me more, give me all the good ones, all the good stuff. And so, I offer that as kind of my own personal practice if you'd like to engage in that. And we're going to move into the mantra practice. But before we do that, I was just kind of giving Eric a clue to start putting up the chant. But as he's doing that, check in with yourself, your body, your heart, your mind, and your spirit. And breathe into having the experience that you want to have in this moment. The experience that we want is always available to us right here and right now. We are always trying to do something with the past or the future. We want to make a plan, or we want to have a regret about the past, or we want to hold on to something that happened that was good. We want to repeat it. But our power, our peace is always present in the present moment. So whenever you feel disturbed, and I talk to myself using the phrase from one of the Bad Boys movies. When he went to meditation, he would say, that his partner was disturbing his wa. And I don't even know if that's like a real Japanese word or not, but it um, it it stuck with me. So whenever my wa is disturbed, I just have to come back to the present moment, because in the present moment, I always have everything I need. And I'm going to start the chanting practice. And I invite you to stay with whatever part of the practice is the most nurturing for you. And I circle back around to self-care because that's what self-care is about. Giving yourself what you need in this moment and in this one and in this one and in this one, etc., etc., etc. So let us om together 3 times and then we'll do the first mantra. Om. 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 And I paused because I really like to stay in that om for much longer. So if it's good to you as it was to me, feel free to hold on to that too. But I'm going to start with the Medicine Buddha mantra, inviting Medicine Buddha to look upon us and to see us, to to be seen is such a gift. So we're going to invite Medicine Buddha to just see us and enjoy the experience of being seen by Medicine Buddha. Om Minla Sangye Kino Soha. 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 And we'll move on to the main mantra. Starting again with a single om. And excuse me, I lit some incense and I didn't notice how smoky it gets when I do that in here. So let us start. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so. Teata bekanze, bekanze, mazas, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata bekanze, bekanze, ma bekanze, razasuma gata so ha. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze ratsumagatso. Teata ombe kanze be kanze ma be kanze rasa sumagata so. And if you haven't added your prayer request, go ahead and do those now. And as we were chanting, I could hear Lama Rod's drumming without chanting. So that was a sweet experience for me. And as we turn to the prayer request, let us acknowledge for ourselves and to give honor to all of our guides and protectors, the Buddhas who've passed down the teachings, the lamas, the writers of the text, the sacred text, all of our benefactors, our angels and guides, our communities. For those of you familiar with the 7 homecomings practice, our entire homecoming circle, including ourself. We are one of our own benefactors. And we invite all of those benefactors to support us in these prayer requests today. So we offer prayers for Evan Gershkovich. May he be freed. May all journalists be protected from fascistic forces. Prayers for myself as I navigate grief and health issues and challenges in getting benefits. Prayers for my friends NS, SK, and FL, Palestinians, people in the Congo, Sudan, Yemen, gender expansive folks, and anyone who needs prayers. Prayers for Lama Rod. May he have the resources to sustain him in the work he does. Prayers for Leonard Peltier. May he be free. Prayers for C to have a blast in her upcoming technical interview and that the panel sees all the awesomeness they have to offer. Prayers for all the many intentions in my heart that I list out every day in the efficacious novena to the Sacred Heart. Please grant me these graces that I ask for, Medicine Buddha. Prayers for Lucky, Rami, and all my beloveds to be safe, well, and free. Prayers for the emergence of the next issue of Dream Breathing zine to be delivered clearly and with expansive love. Prayers of gratitude to those who walk beside me and guide me. For Arisha, Wes, Richard, Caitlin, and Turner. For V and S. Prayers. Prayers for my friend Molly, who died by suicide 4 years ago this week. And prayers for her husband and now 7-year-old son, that they continue to receive the love and support to carry on in ways that bring healing. Prayers that my depression may lift and that I will find ease in my body and spirit. Prayers that I may have the courage to step into my voice and power. Prayers for all beings who are suffering. May we be free. Prayers for all those who feel anxious. Prayers for all those suffering from white supremacist carceral capitalism. Prayers for Maddie and Colin as they mourn. Prayers for all those who need to feel joy in their lives. Prayers that I continue to have the strength to find solutions to mysterious health issues. Prayers for all those navigating chronic illness. Prayers for joy despite all glitchy situations. Prayers for those of us experiencing loneliness right now. Prayers for my cousin Emma as they move through breast cancer treatment. May they be well. May their body and spirit be well as quickly as possible. Prayers for our democracy and all who need to be protected. Prayers for my face, for its pain and the pain I feel toward it. Prayers for my broken heart so that I feel freedom from my grief over my brother's continual rejection of me. Prayers for my ongoing cancer treatments and for me to have courage and strength as I move into a stem cell transplant. Prayers for Izzy for her sweet, loving heart. Prayers that she finds ease and relief. Prayers for David that he heals in whatever way serves his freedom. Prayers for Elle that she can pack without too much suffering and that her new apartment is secure, safe, and comfortable. Prayers for my friend Nikki as she moves through breast cancer treatment. May her treatment be as easeful as possible, and may she get the support she needs from her family and community. Prayers for my body as I recover from COVID. May my energy return so that I can be of service to the liberation of all beings. Prayers for clarity and alleviation of suffering as I discern what is needed for my mental and emotional health. May I do what is needed to take care of myself so that I may fully show up with my gifts and be of service for collective liberations. Prayers for my heart and my kidneys. May I navigate everything my body can and cannot do. May I navigate insurance and medicine. May I attract the healers who are destined to collaborate with me. May I have energy to be patient. May I have energy to parent and take care of responsibilities. Prayers for Megan D as she navigates the Bardo after a violent death. May she receive support from the energies of the universe. Prayers for Jessica in the hospital with heart complications. Prayers for little N, who left the hospital recently, and may her parents come together in ways that bring healing for their entire family. Prayers for my niece Harper to navigate her teenage years, to navigate her grandfather, to navigate the new experiences of sexual advances of others, to be supported and to have people to trust. Prayers for the Sangha to find beauty and to make beauty. Prayers for the Detroit Climate Collective, that we may come together in a way that is supportive, empowering, liberating, and brings in resources that make lives better and helps many, many people navigate the uncertainties of the climate change and political change. Prayers for Mama Africa. May the continent and diaspora live into beauty and peace and spirit and liberation. Prayers for our little household, Leroy, Bridget, and myself as we navigate great change that we learn how to set a supportive tone for the growing boy and for each other and for our creativity and that which is important to us. May our home be a place where we transform traumas we experienced. Prayers for the liberatory leaders of Detroit to have courage, creativity, and care. May these leaders hold supportive and strategic and healing spaces for us all. Prayers for Lauren to find the spiritual and holistic resources she needs for this next phase of her life. Prayers for Aya and Kope. May they be supported well as they age. Prayers for Luella, that she may feel supported and well cared for by family and by health staff as she ages. Prayers for Dow as he grieves his wife's passing. May his coping be copacetic. May his suffering be relieved. Prayers for Nellie. Prayers for me to slow down. Prayers for support as I work on healing trauma of sexual violence in my ancestral lineage. Prayers that my ancestors be healed. Prayers that I get a job at Spelman University in the Food Studies Department for the garden. Prayers for my friend Lydia and her dad, who has been in and out of the hospital with a rare cancer diagnosis. Prayers that all beings have the resources they need to thrive. Prayers for more energetic easefulness in my body. Prayers to get fully free for all I chant for. Prayers for A, who is facing a recent separation from his wife. Prayers for him to continue to be an active co-parent and that the crossroads of separation can bring blessings and healings to all involved. Prayers for healing my neuropathy, for restored sensation to my feet and legs. Prayers for my son, that he is offered the job he interviewed for and would like to be offered. Prayers for my daughter and her family. Prayers for peace of mind for myself and all of us as we go through dense and tense election season and the debilitating rhetoric that helps no one. For the entire world, especially Gaza and Ukraine, suffering from unending catastrophe and loss of life. May these horrific conflicts come to an end. May all living there receive comfort from all realms. Prayers for my beloved wife and I as we navigate the effects of trauma. Prayers for my beloved brother and his wife as she battles ongoing cancer. Prayers for my beloved family member struggling with depression and anxiety. Prayers for my beloved best friend as she recovers from oral surgery. Prayers for the continued healing of our beloved cat Soup. Prayers that I get all the contracts I am pitching right now, and I'm challenged to handle that level of abundance and pay it forward. Prayers for all the Sangha, for all the spoken and unspoken prayers, even those that we did not even think about or remember, but are in our heart and in our spirit. Prayers for the Williamson family as they navigate the loss of their matriarch. Prayers for all of us who are working for healing and freedom in the world. Prayers for our government here in the US. Prayers for leaders around the world, that they too get free and that they are moved to act on the best interests of the people. Prayers for the Lama Rod as he travels and does the work that he does. And let us recite the mantra a few more times. Starting with Om. Om Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ma Bekanze Razasuma Gata Soha. Thank you all for your practice. And before we move into Shanti Deva's prayer, since this is community-led meditation, I like to always, well, not always, but I like to tonight to give an opportunity if there's someone who wants to speak something into the space that we are all holding together. Now is your chance.
Thank you, Ms. Sharon. And folks should be able to just unmute themselves at this point.
Sharon, hey, this is Rachel. I just want to say thank you for that beautiful leadership. And I want to thank everyone here for their prayers, these amazing prayers. And I want to just thank Lama Rod, the Universe, Medicine Buddha, you, Eric, everybody for the opportunity to pray together. So just thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
This is not an invitation for thanks. I just like to offer the opportunity for the community to speak. But thank you, Rachel, for your thanks.
You said that the last time I did that, and I just have to say it's just what's really on my heart, and I needed to say
Well, that's fine. I just didn't want people to start saying thank you because I feel your gratitude already, and
okay.
And your presence is evidence of your appreciation also. So thank you. I just like a lot of us women especially, but just people, I can get uncomfortable with appreciation, and I definitely don't want to be seen as like appreciation seeking, which is, look, a story for another night.
Everyone wave your fingers if you appreciate Ms. Sharon. Overwhelming.
You are so bad. You are so bad. But Medicine Buddha has been so playful tonight. I don't know if any of the rest of you got that side of him, but I would get tickled. And then I would say, I'm not looking serious. Look, these people are here for some serious meditation. And I'm over here giggling because Medicine Buddha is like tickling my funny bone in various ways. And and Medicine Buddha was like, I thought you were going to trust me for what the people need. And I'm like, oh, Medicine Buddha, you can be so snarky sometimes. But the appropriate for the situation, I'm sure, because I sometimes need a little snark. It just snapped me out of it. So I think we should move on to Shanti Deva's prayer.
Villavan has their hand up.
Oh, sorry, Villavan.
Oh,
Go
that's
ahead.
okay. I'll be quick. I just there's like the world is on fire, right? We all know there's so much going on that's terrible. And Lama Rod's teachings and this community has helped me to give me hope actually, and not to sink into despair. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I think probably a lot of us are feeling similarly. So thank you.
When you were speaking, that song, We Didn't Start the Fire, started running through my mind. It was, it's been burning since the world's been turning. So we, we keep breathing and we keep practicing. At least that's what I'm doing. Breathe, practice, breathe, practice. And, so much is outside my control. And yet, my mission hadn't changed to do what I can to live free and whole and to support everyone in living free and whole. And so I just keep coming back to that. So Shanti Diva's prayer, we can say it all together 3 times. May I be a protector to those without protection, a leader for those who journey, and a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the further shore. May the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. Just like space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the life of all the boundless creatures, and until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of varied beings that reach until the ends of space. May I be a protector to those without protection, a leader for those who journey, and a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the further shore. May the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. And like space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the life of all the boundless creatures. And until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of varied beings that reach unto the ends of space. And last, may I be a protector to those without protection, a leader for those who journey, and a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the further shore. May the pain of every living creature be completely cleared away. May I be the doctor and the medicine, and may I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world until everyone is healed. Just like space and the great elements such as earth, may I always support the life of all the boundless creatures, and until they pass away from pain, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of varied beings that reach unto the ends of space. Thank you so much for your practice.